house.
Did you enjoy last night?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much. I was very happy to be able to see you in person.
Oh, I was exciting. Thank you very much for your love. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, we can just launch right into the questions.
Okay. So, given how hard you've worked to get Hasu made, how do you feel vindicated at all that the film is still important today and people are still discovering it?
ハウスを制作するまでには多大な時間もかかりましたし、大変苦労なさったと思うんですけれども、こんなに世界的に皆さんから良い反応が受けて、やっぱり作ってよかったなというふうに今思っていらっしゃいますか？
それはしみじみ40年のドラマですけどね、本当に、嬉しいですよ。
Yes, well, it's been 40 years since I made the film, and of course, I feel very vindicated. I'm so happy.
僕は40年前にハウスを作った。
I made House 40 years ago.
今、皆さんがハウスを作ってる。
And now I feel as if the audience are creating their own house on their own.
それはありがたいことです。
And I feel so grateful about that fact.
Cool. So watching it now, is there anything you feel like you would have done differently? Watching it all 40 years later?
今40年という月日が経ってこの作品を見たときに、これをちょっと変えてみればよかったな、ここはこういうふうにもう少し変えてやった方がよかったなというふうに、そういうふうに思ったりすることはありますか？
全くないです。
Not at all, actually. Nothing. 後悔はないということで。
後悔はない。
No, I have no regrets whatsoever.
どんな映画も後悔はない。
I don't have any regrets about any of my films.
なぜなら次の映画があるか
ら。The reason why is because I always have my next project.
Cool. So,
does that answer your question?
Yes. Yeah. So watching Hasu last night, one thing that's really stuck out to me was the music. How much thought went into picking the music and the themes for the movie?
昨夜ハウスを見て私はやはり音楽がすごく印象的だったんですけども、音楽はどういうふうに選択されていて、テーマとどういうふうにつながったんでしょうか？
僕も実は自分の映画のね、音楽を自分で作る、いつも作ってますし、インディの映画も全部ほとんどそうだしね。だから映画と音楽は時間芸術だからとても大事なものだと思っています。
So I always create my own music, or I try to most of the time, in all of my films, and I feel that a film and music are the same art, and you can't separate one from the other, so I feel it's very important.
で、ハウスを作るときは、インディーズの人間が作る最初のメジャーの映画だから、多くの人にチャンスをね、共有してほしいと思ったの。それで同じインディーズや CM の仲間であった小林亜生という作曲家でね、一つやってみないかと。小林亜生というのはスイカおじさんですね、映画の中で。彼にそう言いました。
So when I made House, of course, this was the first major film for an independent filmmaker like I am. So I really wanted to share this rare opportunities with a lot of indie creators as much as possible. So I approached Ase Kobayashi, who played the Watermelon Man in the film, and he was a composer. So I approached him in the beginning.
そしたら彼がね、小林さん残念だけど、ちょっと遅かった。僕はもう年だと。トゥーオールドになったと。だから若いね、素晴らしい作曲家を紹介すると言って、映画のほとんどをやってくれたのが小醍醐という当時まだアマチュアに近い若い人たちで、その彼はアクターとして出演もするし、最後の一曲だけおばちゃんがやってくる時の長い、ね、朝の音楽だけを彼が書いて、あとは若い5人グループだったかな。
So I approached Mr. Kobayashi, but he pulled me aside and said, Director Obayashi-san, I'm sorry, I'm afraid you're a little late. I'm too old to do this kind of thing. So he instead introduced me to a younger composer, which was the five-man group Godaigo. And so they were quite amateur at the time, but they helmed most of the music. And Mr. Kobayashi ended up composing the very last song of the film, where the stepmother appears.
Okay.
When the stepmother appears at the end. But that was the only piece that he did, and the rest was handled by Godaigo.
小林亜生はそれからね、大変な演歌の人メーカーになった。
Oh, and I think Kobayashi I wanted to mention is he became a huge hit maker for a Japanese enka genre. I don't know how familiar you are. It's very traditional folk song-ish,
Okay.
yeah, pop folk. Yeah, it's called enka genre in Japan. Okay. He became a huge success in that genre as a composer.
Awesome. So, what's the most surprising thing for you so far coming to America and screening your films for American audiences?
アメリカに来て、アメリカのお客さんにこの作品を上映して一番驚かれたことは何ですか？
なぜこんなに愛してくれるんだろうと驚きました。
I was surprised. Why do people love this film so much? That was the biggest surprise.
でもね、僕はよくわかるその理由が。
But I think I understand the reason why.
みんなは映画をね、古典からよく学んでます。アメリカのムービーファンはね。
I think movie fans in America understand film. They really embrace classical cinema and understand films that way.
僕の映画はとってもアバンギャルドだけれども、とっても古典的で、トーマス・エジソン、メリットではずです。
So, of course, my film is considered quite avant-garde, and of course it is. But at the same time, I feel that it is very classic. So, if you're a lover of Thomas Edison or the Mayer brothers, I think you'll love my films, and I think that's the reason why.
日本ではどうもその映画的な教養というものがなくてね、せいぜい10年ぐらいの昔の映画しか知らないから、今にも黒沢やオズすら知らないんだから、それはなかなか理解されないわけです。
So in Japan, there's this great lack of film education. I think younger people these days, they only understand film up to maybe 10 years back or so. Some of these kids today in Japan don't even know Kurosawa or Ozu films, so that's not the case in America, I feel.
で、必ずこんなものは映画じゃないよというふうに言われると思ったから、僕はムービーとあえて言ったわけね。タイトルでムービーと入れたのはね、これが映画ですと。
And the reason why I included in the poster and everything in the film, I called it a movie, is because I wanted it to specify that this is the type of movie.
アメリカではみんなこれが映画だと思ってるでしょ。
But of course, in America, it's very clear that it's a movie. But perhaps it's not so in Japan anymore.
Awesome.
In order to enjoy film, you need that education, the film education. It's very imperative to have that.
Awesome. So you're also in the States promoting your daughter's film as well. How do you feel your styles are similar or different?
娘さんの映画も今回はプロモートしにお越しいただいていると思うんですけれども、彼女との制作スタイルや様式などでちょっと似ているなというふうに思うことなどはありますか？映画の撮り方、スタイルというか。
今度の映画はね、ドキュメンタリーだし、でもドキュメンタリーだけれども単純ドキュメンタリーじゃなくてエッセイであったり、詩であったり、音楽であったりするような要素をね、彼女は入れてるし、つまりコンプレックスですよね。映画の歴史の。そういう意味では、コンプレックスという意味では非常に共通点がある。
Well, of course, my daughter's work is a documentary, but it's not a simple documentary. It's also an essay. It's a poem. It has an elements of poetry, and it has a lot of music. So, in that sense, it's a very complex film, and I think I share that with her. We both make complex films.
しかもあの映画を撮るために彼女は4年間お役所さんになったんですよね。
Oh, and in order to shoot that documentary, she worked as a farmer for 4 years in order to shoot the documentary.
で、僕もいろんなふるさとで、他人のふるさとで映画を作るときは、何年もかけて、お帰りなさい、ただいまという関係にならないと興味を増さない。
So, same thing for me too. When I shoot a film in somebody else's hometown, I actually have to live in that lifestyle for as long as possible and to really understand what it is to come home and leave that place. So I have to really understand the lifestyle. So I take the time, and I think we both did the same thing.
映画とかそういうね、カンバセーションがよくできるようになってから初めて生まれるものだという。
I believe a film comes out of that conversation that you have with the local residents and really to become a part of that place.
そういう基本精神がよく似てると。
So I think that fundamental spirit or approach to that film are very similar. We share a very similar style.
So finally, I have to ask, do you have plans in the future to do another film? And what do we have to look forward to in the future from you?
やはり聞きたいんですけれども、聞いておきたいんですけれども、次回作というか、これから将来撮ってみたいなという作品はまだまだあるんでしょうか。
撮ってみたい作品はいっぱいあるんだけれどもね、今何を撮るかっていうのは僕が決めるんじゃなくて、なんかね、上の方にいる人、まあ神様と言ってもいいのかな、そういう人がね、今これをやるよっていう、日本語で言う旬ですね、っていうのがあって、それを間違えると映画は不幸になっちゃう。
So, of course, there are many other film projects that I would love to undertake, but in terms of what I should shoot now, I think that's not my decision. I think I leave that to a higher being, whether that's God, I don't know. But I think something that's higher than me tells me that this is the season that I should be shooting that particular project. And if I miss that time, if I miss that season, it can have very unfortunate circumstances in filmmaking. So timing is very important.
Well, I hope you don't miss that timing, sir. And I hope we can see something else from you in the future.
逃さないようにということを祈っています。頑張ってください。
I see in your eyes where tomorrow